July 1st, 2024 marked the beginning of a new struggle for people of color, the LGBTQ plus community, and women alike. Diversity, equity, and inclusion, or commonly known as DEI, was a means of allowing disadvantaged people to have a fair shot at a rigged game. The Women's Resource Center, the Center for Equity and Student Belonging, and the LGBTQ Resource Center were all closed down, and without warning too. The resources made me feel like I belonged and wasn't just the working class Mexican American woman who got lucky, that I was actually welcomed and worked my ass off. Now that doesn't seem to hold truth anymore. How dare the University of Utah plaster our faces on their posters and websites and then turn around and rip DEI all away. We feel tokenized, and it is embarrassing for an institution like the University of Utah to do this.
MEChA was created out of the 1960s, 1970s Chicano movement. And when I think about MEChA, I think about students just like me, students from Black and brown communities, students whose parents are immigrants, students who grew up facing racism and discrimination in this country.
No one was fighting for us, no one was protecting us, and it's like I've seen before students struggle. Like I wanted that spirit, I wanted to be involved in that. And to me, like MEChA was the only kind of group that was offering that here at the U.
Show me what community looks like.
This is what community looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
We're holding this study-in today and showing people who are walking around or just like the admin in general that we want these centers back.
Attacks on DEI are happening everywhere, every day, but for Utah and the University of Utah, it's so specific, like taking away centers, resources, scholarships.
We believe that the university should completely defend students on this issue. The fact that the university just not only went along with it, they went beyond what the legislature demanded of them. It's, to us, it's just incredibly absurd.
At our core, what we're trying to do is expand real democracy here on campus, where students actually have a say in how the university operates, where the workers have a say in how the university operates, where the faculty has a say in how the university operates, rather than just having all these unelected administrative positions that make choices that affect the tens of thousands of people on campus.
MECha's purpose is to build a better world, like to build institutions, universities, where students actually feel respected, seen, and we're just trying to get all the students together who feel the same way, who feel like they deserve to be seen.
We will not fall for the propaganda that aims to excuse one genocide by weaponizing another one.
What do we want?
Student power!
When do we want it?
Now!
What do we want?
Student power!
When do we want it?
Now!
We would like to see complete divestment of our university from the Israeli regime, from the genocide that they're committing in Palestine, because the university has so many close ties with weapons manufacturers like Northrop Grumman, Lockheed Martin.
That is ultimately what MEChA means to me. It's like encompassing all of these sort of issues like Palestinian rights, trans rights.
That is MECha's position, that's our goal, to rebuild this student movement in conjunction with the anti-war movement, the queer liberation movement, the Black liberation movement. Because when you unite all these sectors of the working class students, we honestly cannot be stopped.
Knowledge is useless if we don't use it to build a better world. Our education will not be used to prop up capitalism and imperialism. We demand that our university listen to us, the students, and divest from genocide.
For me, MEChA is really acknowledging that power of Chicanos, but also acknowledging that the fight is everywhere. It's here, it's in Mexico, it's in the Middle East, we're all connected.
Now with Trump's election, the right wing here on campus, specifically YAF, Young Americans for Freedom, they're going to feel way more empowered to be racist, to be transphobic, to hold these ridiculous events where they weaponize people's blackness, they weaponize people's gender. Things are going to change. Things are going to change really fast. And we need to be prepared. We need to be organized for that.
People's political analysis is getting sharper as the conditions get more dire, as the United States specifically starts to lash out more, engage in more proxy wars like we see with Ukraine, like their funding of Israel.
You don't just have to sit around and agonize, but if you choose to organize, you can actually win. So many students sacrificed and struggled for us to be where we are today. We have students with that exact same mentality at this university. Get all those energies, turn it into fuel, make it radicalize you, join MEChA, join the movement. Like, that's how we're gonna like change the situation that we're in.
Our